Hi guys, I'm Julie, and this is the RedPillHippie. I thought I would do an all signs draw for you guys, for all the singles out there. How you'll meet your next person, the next person you'll be in a relationship with. Something kind of light-hearted, fun, something to give us singles, fellow singles, like something to look forward to. Something to take our mind off of, you know, if you're on a twin flame journey, taking your mind off of that, you know, and if you don't resonate with that, that's fine. That's a very specific journey. So I figure we will do a card pull for each of you. Maybe 3-card pull for each of you, and then a cosmic insights, 2 cosmic insights, and we'll do 3 of the other oracle cards. So, go for Aries. What's next for single Aries out there? How are you going to meet your next person, Aries? Traffic on the road today. Living like off the main road and in a huge urban housing, rows and rows and rows of people in Florida. So, what's next for Aries? Let's go, Aries. Oh, come on already. The ram. They're all bullheaded. I totally can relate. I'm not triple fixed sign, and I don't know after that, because once it was like triple fixed sign, I was like, yeah. Aries, you are going to meet your next person while working on a project, maybe. 3 of Pentacles. Somewhere where you're out doing things with other people. Maybe something that has to do with the arts. You might be driving there, because this to me looks like, you know, stoplights. You're gonna meet them pretty quickly, though. The Chariot, that's fast moving action. They're coming in quick. So don't be guarded about it, though. Like, you have a fence up, obviously, because of like past relationships. And you're standing very firm in your confidence, and don't have a wall up. It could be at night, you know, since she's on guard at night, or it could be that, like, don't expect to get laid on the first night that you meet them, because they will have their guard up, or you will. You both should. 2 cosmic insights. Confession. Someone has something to tell you something. So you could know this person, and the message could be coming in fast. Whatever they're going to confess, or someone's going to confess to you about them, will happen out when you're out with your friends or family. And caution, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So don't give too much into the relationship. Like, when you're meeting someone, just kind of like have fun and feel it out. It doesn't have to, you don't have to like be banging on the first night, and you don't have to be, you know, putting up a fence they're going to get hurt on, you know. Did you learn your lesson from the past? And if you did, you can be safe to let some of your guard down around your heart, because you have done the lesson, you know, and especially if you've done the lesson twice. Ugh. I think it's still recording, but it goes blank completely. I should just ignore it. Okay, and 5-2, round it up. Decision. You'll have a decision to make. So maybe you do know the person, you know, and it was confession about something, and you have a decision to make. Belonging. Either you be careful of how much you want to belong, like in a group or something, like how much you're hiding of your true self to belong in a group or to belong to gain the next person. You have to have strength to be who you are and hold love. That's a good thing for, you know, so, I mean, your next person, if you know, you take light of what people are saying, you present yourself truly, then you could get a lot of love out of this relationship. In a very intimate microcosm atmosphere. Hope that helped, Aries. Welcome, Taurus. So we're going to be looking at when are you, Taurus, going to meet their next person? Or how? When or how? Where? You can like, subscribe if you want to. If it resonates, that'd be, you know, good to know. So, Taurus. 3 cards. Knight of Swords. Someone is determined to have you. So I don't know if they already know you or not, but he's running for that motorcycle. So he also has cobwebs on his feet. So he's taken a long time to decide. Okay, so gender isn't totally specific. You can reverse roles and make it fit how it's supposed to fit. Wear shorts for these. But Knight of Swords is also a knight, you know. So he's not a king yet. But, you know, he's working his way up there. He's not just, you know, a minor arcana. He might drive a motorcycle.
Power on.
Oh, I totally forgot to have the background music going.
Power on. Bluetooth.
So there might not be music playing, or
Bluetooth
something
connected.
with an event might go wrong the night you meet them. You might have to scream and yell to be over the music. The music might be loud that night. There might be dancing, or it might be an event, a festival. It's going to make you very happy. If you don't want a baby, you might want to wrap it up, because if you do get frisky, there's a chance of pregnancy. It's also the Empress. So that is either you being in your Divine Empress stage, or it being a Divine Empress. Somebody very loving, mother-like, confident in their body. There's a lot of yellow, so to me it's a lot of like sacral chakra, which, you know, fertility. So if pregnancy isn't like a thing, this would be like fertility, of it being a fruitful relationship. And that fell. Okay, so I'm going to do one more card draw. Okay, no, I'm not, because I said 3 cards. So we'll do 2 cosmic insights. Cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So this person you're going to meet, it's fated. It's either a karmic lesson you have to learn, or because you've gone through so many karmic lessons, you get a new beginning with somebody. So this could be someone from the past, because it is, you know, a circle. So they could be coming back from the past. And give it time. That could also go with the pregnancy card, because it is like, it takes time to grow a baby, you know. So like, if he's coming in quickly, she goes from looking like this to looking like this. Give it time. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. So again, it's like, you know, divine timing. You're supposed to learn a lesson from this, or go through a karmic lesson, or balance. Make sure you're balancing your relationship, that you're not giving too much into the new relationship. Don't overgive. As much as you're excited to be in a new relationship, you don't want to lose yourself, Taurus. Expectations. Don't expect too much. Like, don't worry about too much. Don't fret about if you were to like get pregnant. Don't have any expectations. Because it's going to lead to abundance. And that's what pregnancy is anyway. Like, that is fertility. That's abundance. That's like your bloodline living on. You know, that's so many ways, and just, and the baby's a bit beautiful. Receptivity. Be open to receive, you know. Wisdom. So you will learn something from this. So it might be a karmic lesson. But enjoy it, because to learn that karmic lesson creates extreme growth in oneself. And advocate. Advocate for the different ways you feel this time. Because in past relationships, you must not have advocated for yourself enough. Hope that helped, Taurus. Like, subscribe, share. On to Gemini. Gemini. How is Gemini going to meet the next person? Or what will the encounter entail? For Gemini. The cards did not want to go that way. So for your next encounter, you might run into somebody who you've had heartache with, or it might cause you heartache. I don't know yet. 2 of Pentacles. So she's thinking a lot. and looking down, like a lot of weight of like, I've done so much healing, and why is this divine love not tangible? That's what I'm feeling from that. The Hangman. So, making a decision, which could also be from the, are you making a material decision, or are you making a spiritual decision? Like, are you worried about how it's going to affect you monetary wise? Are you looking at their value from a monetary stance or a spiritual stance? And what's holding you back from making a decision? So cut the video. Where you meet them, you can meet them at aerial yoga. You could even meet them at aerial yoga. It's funny that Gemini comes out like that, that this card comes out for you too, because this totally reminds me of Gemini. You can meet them at or you can meet them after you've been through heartache too. But yeah, I would say you're going to meet them at like aerial yoga, someplace spiritual, cosmic insights. Ooh, I grabbed two at the same time. So intimacy, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. So it could be someone that you know from your past that's caused you heartache. And you have to decide if you want to pursue things with them again. And you can't see into the depths of what it's going to be, but you know. So you're the next person you probably be intimate with. And you should work on manifesting that. So by thinking that it's going to happen, like thinking that, like, I will get past this heartache, and if I can just release from whatever's holding me up or holding me from taking that dive, will manifest intimacy. And that could be intimacy on just like connection level too. It will be very joyous. And to bring you insight on a piece of yourself. This is definitely like helping your self-worth, self-esteem grow. Understanding. So maybe you need to be understanding of like why your heart was hurt in the past. Or once you understand, then you'll be able to manifest the intimacy that you want. It has a lot to do with healing. So healing that heart. And you gotta be motivated to do it. You gotta want to do the work though. If you want to manifest the intimacy, then you need to do the work. I hope that helped, Gemini. Have a lovely day. Okay. Trying to get my piles already. Okay, so we are on Cancer. Hey, Cancer. So, I hope this helps you in your healing journal. Blah. Hi, Cancer. Hey, Cancer. Hey, what's up, Cancer? So you might be nervous the first time that you meet your next person. Like, next time you meet, you have a problem with your words. You're going to have a problem saying something. Going up to him, talking to him, or getting something off your chest. Oh my goodness. You can be very nervous. I can barely shuffle the cards. Okay. Woo. So, what is Cancer's next encounter going to be? Singles. Cancer. Throat chakra issues like crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, the first time Cancer sees their person. First time Cancer. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. So, I think the next, they're either thinking about you or you're thinking about them. So, you must know the person. And you're not really thinking of, you're, Bailey! What are you doing? I don't even know what she's banging over there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're thinking about them. Oh my goodness, what are you thinking about them? Okay, so 4 cups. You've got 3 empty cups. So I don't know if you've had 3 empty relationships. If, you were like juggling 3 people and trying to figure out where your cup of love is coming from. Well, your cup of love is coming from your 4th cup. So you have 3 empty cups, but you don't really, you're so in your head that you don't know how to get this cup of love from the 5D. You don't know how to bring it into the 3D world, the material world. So you keep thinking about it. You could meet them while you're traveling. You could be near the ocean. This looks like the ocean. It could be oh my goodness. Okay, so I was going to take 3, but 2 came out. So we're taking 2. Still thinking. You think you made a choice. You put that one in the corner. So the one that wanted to come out with it was this. So it's like still thinking about that counterpart. So I want to say, I don't know if you're going to have another meeting with this person. Because you're all in your head. And it's not getting you anywhere. You're stuck. Like in the round earth, you're stuck. Hierophant is very spiritual though. So like if you do decide, if you make that choice, if you decide what to stick and you actually go outside of that room, you come to the Hierophant, which is like spiritual height. Which could also be something else. So like maybe if you get out there and you go out there and get out there, you get to, to fix the sleeplessness. Oh, it's driving me crazy. You could meet them while you're learning martial arts. Again, it's a beach, because so to me it would be like you would be scheduling like maybe a beach date. But yeah, you're gonna have a hard time saying something. So, and you're all in your head like this doesn't really help. Give me any. So once you get out of your head and you make a decision, right? Then you'd be like the happiest person ever. Okay, cosmic insights for Cancer on meeting their next person. It's not like that you won't meet your next person, but you gotta get out of your head and just do it. Open your heart. I guess Bailey confirmed that. Yeah, okay. Open your heart. It will help you attract more love. So, like, believe that you are deserving. You know, in this one card, like, she doesn't look like she's very deserving of this cup, even though it's full of love. You know, she's like in her real world, in her material world, she's got a lot of like empty cups, no love. And you know, if you could just pull that over into the spiritual world, well you can, you have to open up your heart, because I mean, until you do that, you're gonna be stuck, you know, inside waiting. I don't know what you're gonna be waiting for, because it's just gonna disappear. But air signs. So it could be with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. 5 cards for Cancer on their next person and them meeting them. So I'm realizing I don't know if I have enough cards for all signs. You worried you don't have enough in something? I'm sure I have more than enough. It's just perception, right? Divinity. So your next connection is divinely guided, which also goes with the Hierophant. Like, you know, it's very spiritually based. So you're not going to have much of a choice in that if the universe wants to get involved. Empathy. So, you know, have empathy in the situation for yourself or for others. If you're an empath, that's a whole learning experience. How to navigate feeling other people's feelings. Communicate. These are a lot of the same cards from the first reading that I did. So you might want to check out the last video I did and see if it resonates with you. Also, but you do have to communicate, obviously, to get out of your head, to manifest. And I mean, that's how we manifest things, through our voice, you know, through speaking spells into words. You just have to know that you're worthy of this love. And it goes back to the Four of Cups. That's a whole lot of love. And I love that the ladybug matches that. There's 4, so 4 years might be significant in some way. Because ladybugs are as old as the dots on them. So, you know, well, it could be 4 to 8 years, I would say, then. Or 4 to 7 years. Because you can see 4 for the age, but then, like, if you imagine that the ladybug has the same on the other side, it would be 6 and 1. So that would be 7. So 7-year cycle. 7-year cycle might be significant for you. I hope that helped you make a decision on your air sign. Open your heart and believe that, like, you don't have to be in Queen of Swords, you know, like totally cold, cut off from the world on your little pedestal by yourself, putting the flags in. You know, there's one small red flag. So if you're trying to decide something about somebody, it was only a small red flag, right? But everything else has been like, you know, and then there was something else that was questionable. It's like, that's not a red flag, but that makes me cautious, you know. And everything else has been, you know, a blue flag. And blue, no, that's green. Blue is like your upper chakra, you know. So really connect to your intuition and what to do with this connection, because you need to communicate to manifest something, and you just need to know that you are worthy. I mean, ladybugs are kick-ass. You put them in your garden and they eat the critters. They're just amazing. I love ladybugs. They're little flying beetles that eat pests in your garden. They're adorable. You can order them too for your gardens as natural pest control. So I don't know if you have a garden or you want to start a garden, but if you do, same, or you can also order praying mantis eggs, and they'll hatch. They're super cute too when they hatch. But I hope this helped, and like, subscribe, share if it resonated or you want other people to find it. And happy birthday, Cancers. So moving on to Leo. Leo, how will you meet your next person, or what will the next encounter with your person will be? This is for singles. Sorry, guys. Just doing fast. Super fast. For Leos. You're going to be super happy. I feel the Cancer pie are very, like, loaded down, which obviously based off the cards. But I feel like this, like, yes, very much. So you've done your healing. You're in a good spot. You know that you sit within all this love. and you don't even care about the cup in the material world. Eight of Swords is coming in quick, so you're going to meet this person really quick. It could be at a boat show. It could be while you're traveling, an island trip. Florida resonates with me because I'm in Florida. This could also be California. North of California, Oregon and Washington, that's kind of like not sailing seas. So, and Knight of Cups, this is going to be someone who, you know, is a romantic, someone who takes care of themselves, someone, they might actually like bring you flowers and bring you a gift or something the first time that, you know, you guys meet or go out. So this might be planned. It might be a planned meeting, so you might have met them like online or something because there's a little letter. And he did bring roses, so that's kind of planned because people don't typically walk around with roses. And he brought a picnic, so there might be a picnic. I mostly am focusing on the wine bottles, so there might be a little bit of drinking. He is a romantic, and you're kind of pretty chill, so you know there might be some potential for a lot of explosion energy coming out. They'll be a nice dresser, you know, they take care of themselves. Maybe spiritual, you know, it could be at the beach. It could be, you know, near a lake, in a field, like somewhere where you guys are going to be able to talk, for sure. Like, you will have an intimate setting where you're not yelling over music or anything. Divorce. So maybe you've healed from a divorce. This person could be married when you meet them, and then it could cause them to get a divorce. In that case, you know, just like use your integrity, you know, experiencing a breakup. So I kind of think that's more like you've experienced a breakup, because that's a lot of like that. This guy's self-reflecting and this guy's not. You know, that guy's just doesn't look like he's divorced or cares about any of that. And, well, 8 of Wands. So, my last reading might resonate with you a little bit because divorce and pregnancy did come up. In this one, I'm seeing it as like, you know, someone's moving on from a breakup, which could have had to do with a pregnancy. Someone is expecting, this to me is like, you're expecting this person to show up. And this relationship could have the potential to lead to like a long-term, fruitful relationship. For Leo. 5 cards for Leo. Not wiggling the mouse. I know, apparently. Okay. Okay, that's it. Intuition. Use your intuition. So, you know, if this person does seem like they're going through a divorce or that, you know, then you use your intuition about that, you know, and your integrity. Like, you can delay being intimate if they're going through a divorce, you know, so that it gives that person time to heal, you know, so because intimacy is a whole nother level of energy and if you're going through a divorce, that's a lot of like energy to process, just period. And then you don't want to energetically pass that on to, you know, the other person, and you don't want to take on that from somebody else. It's a lot. So use your intuition on the situation and listen. So again, beach. Might be some beach vibes here. Forgive. So if you know the person, you might have to forgive them. For some people, if you're pregnant and you're in separation or divorce from that person, you might want to consider forgiving to try to have a better connection for the baby. You might get a letter pretty soon. This letter might be coming in pretty soon. And boundaries. Make sure you're keeping your boundaries up, especially, you know, to avoid getting pregnant on the first time. You know, like, put up those boundaries. Like, you know, if someone doesn't want to use a condom, make them. Like, it's your body. So I hope that helped, Leo. If it resonated or you want to find me again, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Have a beautiful, lovely day. Okay, Virgo. Virgo. I'm like, woo, this is a lot. Ooh, the devil wanted to pop out. So, your next person will definitely be very desirable, very lustful. Maybe even perhaps the devil. You know, where he's like charming and you think he's great and he's handsome and he just does some shady shit. You know, or you're like, wait a minute. Ooh, the cards are not wanting to go that way. Okay. For Virgo. Did I say Leo? The devil might be a Leo then. That wasn't the devil again, was it? No, it's the Tower. So the next person that you meet is definitely going to be impactful. I think the first time you see them, you're going to look at them like they have to be the devil. There's got to be something wrong with them because they are gorgeous. Virgo. Here we go, Virgo. Oh, 7 of Swords. So you're walking away from something to move towards this person. Maybe cutting ties with something, or yeah. Okay, so you've had a lot of birds, okay, in your past. A lot of birds. You still got 2 in the bag, but you're still hunting for another one, right? So here you go. You're going for the next one, which is a Knight of Pentacles. Someone moving very slowly. Someone wealthy, you know, wealthy enough to have a horse and not have to fucking ride it. So that's what you're going towards. And you're going to be extremely happy about this. You're like, yeah, let's go out. You might meet them at a drum circle, somewhere with music, somewhere outdoors. This guy's outdoors. That one's outdoors. Like, they're all outdoors. So you probably meet them outdoors, somewhere between like dusk. Breathing heavy. So they will definitely take your breath away. when you see them, like the dots above her being sucked to the top, take my breath away. Let me get some cosmic insight for Virgo, because there wasn't much to that. It'll be somewhere casual. You know, it won't be somewhere to dress up. They're all just dressed very casual. Even the Knight of Pentacles. So, like, he'll be wealthy, but he will be dressed casual. It won't be, like, someplace. So, you know, might be surprised to find out later that he has money. And he, you know, could be a she. But patience, which is also goes along with the Knight of Pentacles. He's taking his time, blah, blah, blah. So this requires a little patience also. Like this guy, if he's hunting something, he requires patience. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. So it could, your next like singles hookup relationship could be in a couple months from now. You know, I would say 5 months tops because of the 5 fires. And I'm going to say because it's burning, you know. I wouldn't say like, you know, tops if he's moving really slow. I mean, you got the Knight of Pentacles. So like, you know, within a year from now. And it goes by fast. You're like, oh my God, months, I have to wait for. Yeah, tell me about it. Still waiting. Anyway, and use your intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. You know. So this person will be very desirable. But you know, do take your time with this person, because you have to determine if the red flags are actually red flags or if they're triggers from your past. So, give me 5 cards. Transcend. This experience is going to help you transcend to another level. So you're gonna level up either way, and you're gonna have, you know, with the devil, you're gonna have something to learn from here. It will be very emotional, you know, and I think this will help you mature emotionally. You're going to definitely feel limitless. If you resonate with like a more promiscuous lifestyle, you could be the unicorn or the third wheel in a relationship. So that could be the next encounter. Unconditional. So there won't be many conditions on this meeting. So it will probably be like out and about, you know, on a casual day. And one more. Acceptance. I think you're going to accept yourself. And that this relationship will help you feel accepted in some way. And a way to accept your emotions. You're going to learn a way to accept your emotions. Because the flowers are, like, this is a branch and this is, like, little tiny branches within there. So, I hope that helped Virgo. If it resonated, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I can catch you in the next video. So we are on Leo. Hi, Leo. You can subscribe, like if it resonates. Short reading on what's next in love for you. how you'll meet, or you know, your next meetup. This is for singles. Giving a shout out to all the other singles out there who also need some hope. There will be something. So what's next in love for Leo? What is next in love for Leo? 2 of Cups, when I was splitting the deck, popped out too. It's always good in a love reading. Ooh, that one wanted to pop out too, but no, I'm not doing it like that. And it's at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, what's behind it? Ooh, the devil, lust, or temptation. Let's see. What's next for our Leo singles? Regards. Music is just a little bit too loud. Okay. Oh, 7 of Cups. Are you making a decision? Have you been thinking about something? Do you have a lot of options? Is there one option in particular that has caught your eye? If there is, you might want to reconsider how much time you've spent with this person. And see, this one's closed. He's pointing to it, but there's no hole for the water to flow through. So really, there's not going to be love or affection if you choose that one. That could have been in the past, though. Equal give and take energy is going to be extremely important in this next one. It could happen within 6 months, 6 days. Ooh. And then we have 10 of Wands. So you might meet them while you're moving or after you've gotten out of a relationship. You know, I would say it'd be a couple months after you were out of a relationship at least, because of the gauging of the time on the mountain. You know, it takes a decent amount of time to come down the mountain, but not a whole bunch. And then she does have help. So you do have strong friends around you, or a strong person that you can count on. You might have 6 options. Leos. But you know, there's only one good option, but there's 2 that you're considering out of all these different options. So if you resonate with being like a player, you have a lot of options, but there's like 2 that catch your eye. Only one of those is actually, this one has a star. So like the star in Tarot is Aquarius. This one also, I don't know, for some reason gives me more of a feminine energy, and this one gives me more of a masculine energy. So take that however it resonates. I'm going to pull oracle cards to help kind of clarify and sum it up. Next for love for Leo. I did shuffle. I'm giving you a quick shuffle to give you an accurate. Gambling. Gambling issues. Gambling could also be like you're gambling around with like different options, you know? You have these different options. You have these different options. Don't gamble too long because, you know, when you gamble, you can lose out. So like in your track record, are you a good gambler or not? You know, you would know that. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad influences. So you could have like a sex addiction or an addiction with you know, just having several different people. Moving on, sums up that card, right? So you need to move on with your life. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So maybe you do have to move out of a relationship. You have to take that gamble. You know, especially if you've been in that relationship for a very long time. You know, and it's substantial because she has a lot of stuff that are important to her, but she's not moving a whole house. So you guys have been together maybe a couple years or a couple months, but maybe 3 years because there's 3 candles, 3 months. Wrapping up the Leo reading with 5 cards. Expectations. Are you expecting something? Like, are your expectations to what am I trying to say? You need to set your expectations. What do you want out of a partner? Because I don't know if you sat down and really determined it, you know, like what you really want out of a partner. Maybe you have to communicate something with somebody. Balance, which is also, you know, confirmation of this, like balance. You need to balance. You need to balance your time with people. Like you're giving it, you're thinly giving it out. So you're not like, it's kind of like making soup, right? So like you thin out your soup, it doesn't taste as good. But if you pull it back, you get the water and sodium ratio like just right for like chicken noodle soup, and it's the best. It's also very healthy for you. Receptivity, yeah, see, like you need to reciprocate. Reciprocation more. Which is also interesting because the praying mantis. So when the female has sex with the male, when she's done having sex with him, she has what she needs, and she rips off his head and eats his head, right? So I don't know if you've had that done to you in the past, or maybe that's why you can't commit to one person. Because if you give that one person all that energy, they I am drawing blanks with your reading. Pretty much kind of like this guy's feelings of like just not wanting to come out. So you're very apprehensive about moving on. You know, motivate your freaking ass because you need to be motivated about it. There we go. Okay. One more to wrap up your reading. Let's see. Strength. Motivation and strength. Because it does take a lot of motivation and strength to move anywhere. So maybe you need to move out of a living situation. Make one choice. You know, or that choice will cause a change in living situation. So I hope that helped, Leo. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, find me again. Have a lovely day. This is Libra, so Scorpio. What's up, Scorpio? My sun is a Scorpio, so that is my emotional connection to the world, how I express myself emotionally to the world. So it's always fun doing. Ooh. Death and Rebirth came up when I was splitting the deck. What's on the other side? The wheel reversed. I don't take reversals typically, but it was reversed in here. So maybe funneling down to yourself. Something about that. Let's see. But death and rebirth, I mean, I feel that for sure. So new beginnings in love. You must be starting a new cycle. You must have left a cycle and, you know, you've healed. You're ready for the next cycle. You're ready for to try someone who's as healed as you and to, you know, see where that goes. Next in love for Scorpio. Nine of Cups. Just funny because it's so Cups is a water card. Scorpio is a water sign. This to me is a lot of self-love. She's under the water. She's releasing all these material cups, all the material connections to the world, and letting them go and letting this material treasure and what like monetary values in the world are, and you know, she's not going to drown now. So a lot of self-love you've done, and you're not going to drown now, right? Fix my card. Nine of Pentacles. So you might be starting new projects, you know, like she's grabbing the small pentacle here, which is material creation into the world. She's also grabbing the one that the owl is on. So this to me is wisdom. You've gained a lot of wisdom from the divine for yourself, you know, and she's bringing it down and she's cooking with it, right? She's feeding herself, her soul, her body. And the Emperor came up. So all of that self-love and you know, like focusing on just doing your own garden brings in the Emperor, which is, you know, the high, like you bring in your divine masculine. So your divine masculine's coming in. And I think you can feel it because, you know, of the ether connection coming here. So that's really great. That's cool. 2 cosmic insights. Scorpio on for singles, next love. This is like a short thing because it's very fast, very specific, very to the point. Some of them have dragged, and I feel calm and content with whatever it is. So when you meet them, you're going to be very relaxed. It's going to be very much like they'll be hot and stuff, but like in some way you're going to be very comfortable with them. 2:14 on the clock, if that resonates with anybody. And 15:33 on my timer. Vacation. You might meet them on vacation. Yeah. You'll be traveling soon. So either you meet them and then they want to take you immediately on a vacation to get to know you, or you meet them while you are on vacation and let go. So you make a room for new beginnings. So it definitely is. It's a new beginning, you know. Like I said, you let go of all this stuff. You're releasing it. You're not drowning anymore. And yeah, that's really, really amazing. So 5 oracle cards, divinity. This is going to be a divine connection, which makes sense because it is an emperor. So it is your counterpart, your divine counterpart. There we go. They will be very kind. Maybe larger than you. Very soft, like soft-skinned or soft temperament, you know. But also, like, polar bears are very fierce. They're rare also, you know. Now, this is happening now. You're going to meet them now. If you're on vacation and you're listening to this, then, like, you know, when the guy or girl across from the bar makes eye contact with you, make eye contact back and smile. You know, even if it's just for a couple minutes, like. Emotion, you are going to be very emotional about this. And I love how, like, it's coming out the top. So it's like, oh, I can't believe it. Don't let disbelief, like, take you back, though. Because you guys belong together. Oh, my gosh. Okay, Scorpio. That was great. If it resonated, like, share with your friends. Let them have a taste. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius. If you guys like the channel, subscribe, like, share, find me again. I'm excited to start this journey and grow with you guys. I've done a lot of healing. I hope this helps you heal. Sagittarius, singles, what's next in love for you? Oh my goodness, the cards kind of fumbled when I was shoveling them. But Eight of Swords wanted to show itself. So your thoughts are definitely hindering your ideas of love. Either you've been in an abusive relationship in the past, one that was very controlling and constricting, and that's still playing a part in your current reality and atmosphere. Still definitely strangling you and keeping you from unable to let go. Staring into the past too much. Sagittarius, next in love. Do your research. Page of Swords. Somebody, they could be, I don't know, I want to say younger than you. Maybe 2 years younger than you. Intellectual, very intellectual. They wielded very healing. So there's something you're supposed to learn from this connection that will help you in your healing. You might have to tiptoe around, though, and keep it quiet for a while. The devil, it's going to be very tempting, very lustful. They're going to be very attractive, you know, very luring. Maybe into esoterics. Not specifically dark witchcraft, no, but you do have something to learn. He's going to teach you something. There's going to be a lot of love. So whatever you learn from this is going to be extremely fulfilling. And I think it's interesting that he's putting out his hand here, and then in the last ones, you guys are holding hands. So there's going to be lots of hand holding, lots of like passionate, intimate connection too. Like very much like wrapped in each other's, unable to unwrap yourselves. You know, could be LGBTQ plus because of the colors here. That's come up in this pile more than the others. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, definitely. So when I put it down, I noticed, you know, the guy, this guy's a puppet. So don't let your past control this connection. You know, because the control comes from the hands in the cards. Not in, like, really. So, 2 oracle cards for Sagittarius. Love spell. So it could feel like so intoxicating that it feels like dark magic. And this is, maybe this has already happened. So you guys could have, like, just met your next love, like literally just met them. And you'll be at a distance from each other, which you can also kind of see in the cards. Like, she's going from this continent to this continent, you know, like 2 different land masses. So that's a pretty decent distance. You and your partner are physically or emotionally distant. So make sure from that first card that we saw when I was cutting the deck that wow, never mind, that one disappeared. Said, nope, we're not talking about that. Okay. So never mind about that. We got grounded. Stay grounded, because, you know, it will feel very, like, she's on swords trying to stay very grounded. So it definitely will feel ungrounding, which is good to be, like, in a relationship, in a good way. You know, I feel like it's a good ungrounding. Like, I can't believe that my thoughts have kept me bound for so long to being unable to move on. Use your intuition to manifest. Yes, because you know you need your intuition to manifest in a healthy way of what you desire. What is it you desire? Which is also, you know, the devil. What do you desire? What do you desire? Oh, I didn't mean to pick from that pile. I have 3 piles here. I was going for my last card for that, but I picked from the wrong pile. So, some of y'all, this person is the person you're going to marry. You know? Maybe for a couple of you, you might meet this person while you're on your honeymoon. I don't know why that came up. But, honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. You might meet them at a wedding. Honeymoon phase is very much like not grounded. You know, you're not very grounded in reality with that. Okay, so that card wanted to show itself. And unconditional, which would go with the honeymoon, like unconditional love. This has the ability to give you, you know. Swan Princess also comes up with this. The story of the Swan Princess, where the princess was turned into a swan during the day, right? And she turned back into a princess at night. And there was the guy who kept her in his pond, you know, wanted to keep her all to himself, and trapped her. So you may have been in a very toxic relationship in the past, and you know, it makes sense to be wary about that when you're going into your next relationship. It's going to impact you. So, you know, I would just, you know, if this person is the person you're going to marry, take that vulnerability and tell them, look, I was in a really toxic relationship, and you're going to have to give me a little more time. You're going to have to work with me a little bit more. So I hope that helped. And for whoever is, you know, going on their honeymoon, congratulations. That's beautiful. So that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. Hope it helped. Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. If what I say resonates, then subscribe so you can find me again. Like it so others can find it. Doing your singles read for what's next in love. Kind of quick. What's next in love for Capricorn? It's nice because my ex-husband is a Capricorn and I don't have to connect with his energy in this reading because he's not single. So, that's nice. I can just connect with all you guys. Next in love for Capricorn. Oh, do some of you guys not even want to think about love anymore? Or definitely don't want to think about this person that's left you. They jumped away from you and just left you. They didn't even fucking like, that's like jumping off a cliff, like real quick. No phone, like no heads up, no, just ghosted. Bam, ghosted. Why did they ghost me? I don't understand. And you get no answer. So, you know, that's a lot of self-love healing that you have to work on when you go through that. Wholeheartedly. When you're ghosted, you really have to work on your self-worth because you don't have a reason. It doesn't make sense. Energetically, it doesn't align with closing up a cycle. You might want to do a cord cutting to that person. Maybe I'll do a video on that. It's cutting the energetic cord that connects you to. Five of Pentacles. This has taken everything you've had that you can't even focus on the material world or how bright the possibilities are. There's a door right here and there's sun coming in. So you know there's sun outside. You know that, like, you know how good it feels when you're outside. When she's inside, stagnant, like totally depressed. So what else? What's outside the door? Like you open the door, what's out here? Well, like, so you need to lean on family and friends to help you get over the sudden breakup. And to be honest, I'm going to say don't even like focus on love right now. No matter how much you want to, because you just need to open the door to get yourself outside, to reconnect with family, reconnect with people, go out, make friends, focus on that. You're in a healing stage. And if you jump into something when you haven't healed from your last relationship, number one, you're bringing that into your relationship. So you haven't healed from your last person. You're bringing the energy of your last person with you, which is fine. You know, that can happen. But if you want to attract like a higher level soulmate, then after that breakup, you need to do your healing work. And depending on the intensity of the relationship and the time period, depends on, you know, how much healing time you have to give yourself. How much time sitting in a dark room. You know, I mean, the key's inside. It's right there next to the door. It's not like she can't get out. So you need to get out and, you know, go to a concert, go to some live music. Just go to the like local, you know, club or a local band that you like and just go get a beer by yourself. Just one. You know, and if you need to, just commit to listening to so many songs. I'm going there for 5 songs and a beer. Ooh, cold chills with that one. Like, baby steps. Oh, so much. You need to go heal. Fire signs. So you could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this last one. So you might want to listen to that one. Or if your moon sign is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, maybe check out that one. You know, and that will give you a heads up of the next person. Once you've done your healing work, who's my next person? Well, your next person, you want to go to your moon fire sign or one of the fire signs that you feel resonated and called and pulled to. Yes, luck is on your side, though. I mean, okay, come on, guys. Yes, you can heal. Yes, this is part of your path. Advocate. You might meet this person while you're trying to advocate for something, something you're passionate about. I'm extremely passionate about, like the medical freedom movement. So if I were to go to an event like that, you know, I would meet someone along my lines because we're interested in the same thing, we're passionate about the same thing. You really don't want to find someone who has a passion that you do not agree with, because that's not going to change. And you wouldn't want them to change your passions. And trust me, even if you think that they are a certain type of person, after you get divorced, you realize how much some people can like mimic you, and that they are who they are because of you and not because of themselves. And then also, I think it's important to become that person who you are because of yourself, not because of somebody else. Like, my kids come back from their dads. I wonder if he loved them again by themselves. Anyway, when they come back from their dads, you know, sometimes they'll throw recycling in the trash can. It drives me insane. Because it's like, why don't you recycle? I don't understand. You're not like, we were still are environmental. Like, anyway. You will have love. You will. Oh, it's a bad angle for the cards. Yes, you will. You will have love. It's just right now you need to heal. Nobody wants to hear that, but you do. You need to transcend. Let's face it, most of the ways we transcend is through pain. You know? Gain some insight on the situation, on, you know, it being about you and your self-worth. It's about you and your self-worth. It's not about them. If there's a decision you have to make, you need to make that. It could be a moving decision. Because of the compass, to me, that's like longitude, latitude. Maybe you need to move to get, you know, like, so I was talking to this guy and then I got ghosted. And one of the main places that I drive to, because I'll drive to the beach almost every day, 30 minutes, you know, it's not a big deal to me. I need the ocean. And my route is always past the house to turn off, like en route. This is a house. So every time I have to drive through this exit, I'm like, I gotta go through the light and where I could see him, which at first it was I wanted to see him, you know. And now it's kind of, and then it was like, I didn't want to, because then I'd get like, every time I would go past the exit for his house, it would be like, this like, oh, my heart, you know? Which is just something to work through. But I found like the ghosting was to teach me self-love. Hands down. It was to teach me self-love. So work on your self-love. Love is coming. But don't get stuck into the, I want love, I need a partner to complete me, and not do your healing work. Because then if you don't do your healing work, your next partner will not be your partner. because you didn't do the healing work. It'll be a repeat of the last situation because you didn't learn anything. You didn't take the time to learn anything. So, sorry for, that, but I hope it helps. Welcome, Aquarius. Fellow Aquariuses. Okay, so for your singles love reading, you guys might have some darker magic at play because I felt a huge urge to Palo Santo, light my candle, and start an incense. So you are definitely highly connected to the spiritual realm, and that for your connections will probably have more magical influence than the other tiles. Three of Cups, if you're spending time with friends, they are helping you get through heartache, maybe spending a lot of girl time, a lot of focus, not really dating, like avoiding dating to hang out with your friends instead. Maybe finding it stressful at this time. Let's see, what's next in love for Aquarius? The Magician. So yeah, definitely, like, there is definitely, no, when I say dark magic, it could be just like people sending ill feelings, like an ex who is trying to do womb magic. So it would be like blocking your fertility, blocking you finding someone, to share that space and time with. Ten of Swords. Swords, you've been through a lot. You're about to get to the major arcanas. So, minor arcanas. This is a lot of self-love. A lot of being on your own. A lot of tending to yourself, healing yourself. Looking out into the horizon for that person. But and you're not fazed by whatever all these other people are doing to try and block you from your next love. So Justice. Are you in a place of balance in your life? Do you have room to make time for a counterpart? And are you whole enough to see that in the past it was all of your relationships were extremely toxic? Very dark part of your life. And now you're looking back and you're weighing. When someone comes into your life, you're very much weighing. Are they going to pull me down into the abyss, or are they going to pull me up and I will have equal full cups of love on both sides? I think we definitely need the other cards too. Give me next in love for Aquarius. Mercury retrograde, so your next love could happen around Mercury retrograde next, which I don't know when that is. I haven't looked it up. This can create electronic issues, communication issues, review everything. So reviewing everything is definitely, you're taking your time to review your options, and communication is definitely a huge influence and consideration of your potential next partner. Oh my goodness. That was really funny. That was the next card that came up, which is communicate. So, communication is going to be extremely important. So how someone communicates with you, body language wise, verbally wise, what they say to you, listen to them. because people will tell you how they feel about you even without being aware of it. And I would say for some reason, you know, like black magic can definitely, it's extremely easy to use through communication. How you communicate with people. You can manipulate someone's perception of you pretty easily and quickly if you know how to do it, you know, just by what you say. Compromise, forgive, work it out. So if there's someone in your past coming back to you, listen to them and give them a chance to say what they have to say, you know, because especially as an Aquarius, you can be really up in your head all the time and make assumptions. And, you know, if you've come from a dark, toxic past, you have to be very aware that your thoughts can go to the worst case scenario, you know. Next in love, transformation. I think you've already gone through this. I know I have. I think that was the whole thing of the reading has been transformation, gaining clarity on why your relationships were toxic in the past, why you've taken toxic paths. Maybe that's what wanted to come out. Oh my God, I grabbed the freaking from the wrong pile again. That happened in another one. I went to go grab my last cards and the Hermit came out. So you are definitely spending time by yourself, feeding your self-love, being in nature, spending maybe a lot of time in moonlight. Moonlight helps upgrade you spiritually. You know, the Hermit is just, right now, just sit with being in yourself. You know, be okay, because they'll come. You'll be here and they'll come down this road, you know, in divine timing. And you don't even have to look for them. There's like a little lantern over here. To me, that's would be them carrying that to come to you, walk by, you know. They're not coming to you, but they're coming within your periphery. Forgive. So it could be for someone from your past that you have to forgive for something. Maybe for leaving you all by yourself, like the Hermit, you know. To have to work on yourself. Unicorn, to me this is more of an Aquarius sign of being magical, because Aquariuses are very different. They're not like horses. I was going to say they could be magical, you could see them as magical, but to me they're going to see you as the unicorn, as someone wow. Who is this horse with a horn on their head, you know? And understanding. So you're going to need understanding. When there is communication, you need to be understanding. You need to be clear about what you want to know to clear up the situation, what you're demanding of the situation, and forgive. You, them, you know, you don't have to be with them. You don't have to entertain them. But I would allow closure for the situation for this cycle. And then another cycle can start, which would be a cycle, you know, with them or without them. You know, and you have that choice depending on the clarity, you know, and forgiving isn't forgiving them for what they did, per se. It's forgiving the situation. You know, the fact that you had to learn this self-love, and this person was the person the universe picked to teach you that. So if you have a moon sign, I would check out your moon sign to see who the next person is after this person, if you don't want a past person back. Now, if you want your past person back, then obviously that's your person, right? If there can be forgiveness and growth. So I hope that helped, Aquarius. I hope that helped your healing. And, you know, if you want your past person to, then I think there will be communication. And it might be during Mercury retrograde. It could be. Does not have to be, though. So, like, share, subscribe, find me again if this resonated. I do hope that it helped. Bye, Aquarius. Hey, what's up, Pisces? You guys are my last ones on the list. So, what's next in love for Pisces? Feel free to like, share, subscribe, find me again if this resonates. Join me on my new journey, and hopefully it helps you on your healing journey too. Some excitement in this file. So you're excited for the next in love, for sure. King of Swords. So this is you, either you or them, but it's someone who is very much worked on themselves, in a strong place. You know, he's out in the middle of nowhere and he's got no cares whatsoever. If that was me, I would probably be like, oh my God, what am I going to eat next? Because that would be my thing. You know, like, there's no food. But he's totally in one, like, with himself, with nature. That's a great quality to have in a partner or yourself. I've been focusing a lot on work lately. And you're pretty content where you are. She's kind of looking back at me though. So I mean, you're finally just starting to be ready for love. And the King of Wands came out. So could be same sex. Obviously, it doesn't have to be. Either way, it's two masculine energies, which is very, like, very strong, very confident. Could be bullheaded. If this is you, King of Swords, you're very much, could be an air sign and more carefree. Next in love for you is King of Wands. So somebody, you know, who could have a very big wand, a lot of passion. Someone who is a lion, could be in that, you know, that kind of freedom group. King of Wands to me is very sexual. You're going to connect on, it's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of sex. A little primal. He's got a lizard on his shirt. He's got, you know, a lion back here. Might have tattoos. Somewhat either spiritual or like boho-ish, because he is wearing a bracelet. And to me, that's like wearing like earth beads or crystals or wooden beads, which is very different than wearing like a metal watch or an eye watch. Pisces, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this confirmation, it could also be the sign of the person who you are connecting to. So they could be that sign. They could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But because Pisces came up in your reading, I think that King of Wands is definitely confirming that kind of said coming for me, didn't it? Kind of. Yeah, they're coming for you. With a commitment too. Wow. They're coming for you with a commitment. Things are getting serious. So you might know this person. And if not, things will definitely get serious, like, quickly. It will not be a slow burn. It will be very healing for you. Microcosm. So it might be passionate and they, might be less well endowed, but that doesn't really matter, does it? The connection matters, and so don't be surprised. Well, I thought this was supposed to be a big wand. Well, it doesn't really matter if it's a magic wand, does it? Microcosm, this is going to improve your small circle, your more intense connections. You are worthy of this, you must know. It will bring you so much joy. And I think this is that they will be truthful with you. So if you have problems in the past with past connections not being truthful with you, then this will definitely be the opposite of that. And that can be a huge thing. That's a huge thing with me is, are you being truthful? Because when you're not, I can tell. I can feel it. And then it pisses me off even more because I can feel it and you're making me deny how I feel. You're making me not trust my feelings and my intuition. And that is dangerous. So I hope that helped, Pisces. That's amazing. Congratulations, because there's a commitment coming in. And I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Hope this helped. Hope it was fun.